think it is. I pray that you are well, doing amazing, feeling amazing, holding on to hope and faith, you guys. This is Shantera, and welcome back to my channel. I miss y'all so much. I really do. I just wanted to tell y'all, like, there's a lot going on with me, and I know I made a couple of videos that kind of like is leading up to what I'm about to say and what has been going on with me in my household. So let's just get right to the chase, y'all. I don't know if you guys picked it up, but I was adding little hints in because you're gonna find out anyway. The title of this video is what it is: 15 and pregnant from a mother's perspective. Friday the 13th, I will never forget this day. And I'm gonna just talk. Friday the 13th, I'll never forget this day. It was August the 13th. A literal nightmare on the street that I live on. I remember on my live, I was saying, oh, my daughter, something's wrong with my daughter. I gotta go take her. I take her, and my 15-year-old is pregnant. She's pregnant. When they were gone, when we started co-parenting, and I dropped the kids off to Houston in the springtime, they were gone for a month, and that is when that's when it happened. I know there's a God because of my response. Of course, initially I was so hurt, mad, angry, and upset, but I feel like the way that I dealt with it, besides I was screaming and crying that I did, I felt like I handled it in a good way. There was a lot of talking, there was a lot of mentoring going on, there's a lot of thinking, you guys, and I just really don't know how to feel. I'm back to work. I started a new job, and I'm just trying to navigate through, like, every day waking up and seeing. And mind you, if this happened in spring, so you can imagine her belly is like big. She like 5 months, 5.5 months. So waking up every day and seeing my baby getting ready to have a baby, it does something to me. It does something to my spirit. It vexes my spirit. It makes me feel sometimes like less of a mom. Like, oh my goodness, like, how did we get here? Like, what happened? Like, every day I think that I'm moving forward, but then every day when I get up and I see her and I'm faced with the reality of my baby having a baby, it's like I mourn her childhood, and I'm mourning, just her freedom, and I'm mourning her youth. And I know that everybody has choices. I say it all the time on my videos. Everybody has choices. It's what we do with our choices, and it's how we learn from them, and it's how we grow from them. And I just feel like me and the kids, we've been through a lot. We've been through a lot. We are going through a lot. We're still trying to work through. On top of this, our whole house has literally turned upside down. It is literally turned upside down, and I'm trying to figure out how to navigate through it all without adding more pressure or making her feel worse than what she already feel, or making her feel more embarrassed than what she already feels. And so for me, I'm just trying to, it's hard for me. Like, it's hard for me to be excited, and it's hard for me to be like so happy. Like, I'm not excited, I'm not happy. I do love my daughter regardless. I have forgiven my daughter, but I'm not excited. I'm not excited. I'm not happy. I'm just trying to walk this thing out. And I feel like lately I haven't even been on social media, because as I was going through social media while this stuff was happening, I felt like like kind of like jealous, looking at other people and looking at their kids going to prom and formal. And not saying she can't do none of this stuff, but it's just gonna be so much harder. And for y'all who know how hard it is to have a child even as an adult, you know what I'm saying, and taking on this big responsibility with these kids, knowing what they need spiritually, physically, emotionally, and financially, it is a load. And it's a load that a 15-year-old has no idea about what it takes, you know what I'm saying. And in the beginning, I vowed to, after talking with family, I vowed to walk her through this process, make sure she was okay, because after all, you are only 15. Make sure the G baby is okay and be there and support you. But as things are happening and as things are, you know, still coming up and things are progressing, I just feel like, you know, and things can change, but right now I just feel like after she's able and after she, you know, can fly, her and the baby, it's best that she leaves the home, which wasn't the initial idea. And I know some of y'all may not agree, and some people might think, oh, I'm abandoning my daughter at this time, or when she really needs me at this time. But based on everything that we've been through, based on the different scenarios and situations that I've experienced with her, I just feel like you might learn a little bit more and you might get a harsher reality check if you weren't in the home. So my decision right now is to send her to California with my sister, her and the baby, once I see them through, and, you know, making sure that she's fine and making sure that she's okay. And like I was telling her, there are some times when you have a child and, you know, not to say she's a bad child, not to say, because I go through different things with each one of my children, but sometimes, you know, kids need a little bit more to really like learn what you're trying to say. And sometimes there's really nothing you can say or do that will really have them understand until they like really get out there and get into certain situations. And I feel like we've had certain situations, major situations that has happened in the home that hasn't really changed her behavior in a way that I would like. And so it seems as if she's kind of just like making her own choices and doing her own thing. And, you know, at this point, that's just not what I allow in my home. Like, I get that we all make mistakes. I get that, you know, we have to learn and grow. But when you're not really growing and you're not really learning and you're not really taking that what I'm doing and what I'm saying into account, into consideration, you know, it's time to make other moves, child or not. You know what I mean? And there's just certain things that I'm not going to allow in my home. And it's not the fact that you're pregnant. It's the fact that there's still other things that's coming up and there's still things that you are doing that's going against what I'm trying to teach you. And so you just really don't need to be here. And so as time progresses and as time goes on, I will decide, or if I change my mind. But as of right now, she will be going to California. She'll be going to California, and that's just a decision that I've made. I had her do some research on the prodigal child and just kind of like do some research about that and how sometimes, you know, a kid can lose their way and not really take into account what their parent is telling them and or teaching them, and they have to really get out there and see and allow life to knock them on the ground in order for them to really understand. And once the prodigal child understands, they come back with a humble heart. They come back with a full understanding. They come back willing and ready to learn. And I believe that that's where I am with my child. So you guys, it's been, and I don't talk about it a lot. I kind of like just been going through the emotions, but it affects me every single day. And I'm trying my best to get through it. Thank God I got a job, so that way I have something else to focus on. But I mean, not only with her, with my 10-year-old and with TJ, it's like I have a lot on me and I'm just trying to navigate through it all. And I just thank God for keeping me, you know, through this, as I kind of like I'm so numb. Like, as you can probably tell, like the vibe in this video ain't even what it is, and which is why I haven't been recording. I'm not gonna pick up this camera and record if I'm not feeling, and I have not been feeling, because I'm just like, wow, you know, And I know that I should be looking at things from a different perspective, and I should be looking on the brighter side of things and all that. But I think that everything is just so fresh right now. Everything is so new. Everything is just happening, and I'm just like blown away. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. You guys are going to find out anyway. And that's just where we are, right? Like, I'm not really on social media. Y'all, I'm just trying to, like, I just can't believe it. I cried so much. I cried for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. And now I'm just kind of like walking numb. Just like, okay, God, just continue to give me the strength. Like, that's like literally, that's all I can say. Like, God, just give me the strength. You know what I'm saying? Like, just give me the strength to work through this. I know there's a bigger picture in this. Like I was telling my daughter, there's a bigger picture in this. This is not a time to be all on social media posting it and gender reveals and all that. That's not your story. Your story is to figure out why you're in this situation, how you're going to make this situation benefit you and help other people, and how you're going to be a voice to know that this is not cool and this is not what's up. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't just no regular, oh yeah, I'm pregnant. No, we're not even going to do that at all, period. So, you know, and then it's hard for me to like touch the stomach, and I'm like, it's like, it's so eerie. It's so eerie, y'all, and it's so weird. And I've never been in this place before, but I just don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel. I love my babies. Things are moving pretty slow as far as like emotionally and all that stuff. I think it's because of the shock of everything and us trying to figure out how we're going to navigate through it, and, you know, her leaving, and which is the decision that I've made so far. And it's just, it's hard. And not only that, with everything that's going on in the world, you know what I'm saying, and people dying, and my family members, and this whole COVID thing, and finances, and I'm in over my head, y'all. But at the end of the day, like I always say in every video, no matter what, I hold on to hope and faith. I know that there's a bigger picture in it all. It's just the process of it all that is very, 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 words can't even describe what I feel. So that's why I don't talk about it. I can't. Words don't describe where I'm at emotionally. Words can't. There's nothing that can describe where I am as far as like the divorce, 15-year-old being pregnant, dealing with Tariana and her emotions, dealing with TJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, words don't. There are no words. There are no words. So at this point, I take my own advice, and I'm just holding on to hope and faith. I know there's a better picture and a bigger picture in it for us. And I know that certain things like this pushes you and projects you into, you know, where God really wants you to be, and where he's calling you, and what's the plan for your life and all of that. So I'm just kind of like navigating through it the best way I know how. I'm listening to a lot of music. I'm not really praying so much like that. I mean, I will a little bit, but I'm not really warring. I'm not, you know, in all honesty. But I am doing the best that I can in a situation that I'm in. And I know that God is going to see me through. I know he's going to see us through. And so that's just what it is, y'all. Say hi. Hi, everybody. I'm going to be getting dressed here for work in a bit to pick up the kids from school and all that. But that's kind of like just what I wanted to share with y'all as far as why I haven't been recording, what's going on. Y'all, it's just so much. And I'll get back to it. If I lose subscribers, like, I'm not worried about none of that. Like, really not worried about none of that. When I get my mind together and when I'm able to move forward, you know what I'm saying? And all, but, you know, I'll get back to recording and doing all that. But I'll get back to recording and doing all that. But right now, it's just not where it's at. So that's what's going on right now, y'all. just keep me in prayer. If you want to email me because you've been in this situation before and or you can, lend some type of advice or encouragement or support, I would love that too. Because like I said, this is my very first time. I don't really know what I'm doing, but it is what it is, y'all, and this is where it's at. So I just wanted to drop in and say I love you guys so much and I miss you guys so much. I'm just having a really, really hard time right now trying to navigate through everything in this news, and things will get better. I will continue to hold on to hope and faith. I know that for sure. So until the next time, you guys, inspire, be inspired. I love you guys. God bless you. Good day.